Okay, so yesterday we marked the parts of speech, and somebody helped me out. Declan, hopefully you did the parts of speech on your own as best you could. Did anybody know what this one was? Hopefully you do, because we did it up above. What was that one? Interjection. That's an interjection. For interjection, because it's such a long word, if you just mark it as INT, we'll know that's interjection. And remember, an interjection is just one word that you say sometimes at the beginning of the sentence, sometimes at the end of the sentence, usually the beginning, that really it's not part of the sentence. You could get rid of it and the sentence would be fine. It's just, why is the ball in the room? Okay, put it away. Next time I see it, guess who it belongs to? Okay, all right. So an interjection is just there to kind of get attention. So like, ow, hey, well, those are all interjections. You could get rid of it and it would be totally fine. Yes?
Do we have to write that?
You should have interjection there if you don't.
No, like the whole sentence.
No, you don't have to do anything yet with the sentence. Okay, we're just going over what you did yesterday. All right, who can just tell me, I'll let you guys tell me, where's a word that you're like, I know for sure this is this part of speech? Courtney, give me one.
An A is an A on past.
Okay, this is an article adjective, right? So we can just put a, well, yeah, article adjective is an A. Calvin, give me one.
One is noun.
Okay, one in this case is going to be a noun. Somebody give me another one. Sometimes it's not always a noun, but in this case it's a noun. What you have?
And is a conjunction.
Okay, and is a conjunction. And remember, we can just do C-O-N-J for conjunction. Period behind it. All right, who's got another one? Brody, what do you got?
You is a pronoun.
Okay, you is a pronoun. If you can fit pronoun in there, go ahead. Sometimes if we put pro, we get it mixed up with other things.
Can we just put P in the noun?
Pro, try to fit it in there.
PR.
Okay, who's got another one? What do you got?
I think aren't is a linking verb.
Well, let's do this to it first. Are not. Okay? The whole thing isn't a linking verb, but the are is a linking verb. Okay? So let's put down LV for are. That is a linking verb there. It's just connecting the idea of being picky to the word one. Anybody have another one? Go ahead.
A action verb.
Okay, where?
Sniff.
Okay, sniffed is, we can just put it as a verb. We'll assume if we just put verb, that it's the action kind of a verb. We'll mark it if it's a linking verb or a helping verb. Okay? Alright, so far you guys are doing a good job here. What do you have?
Gone is a verb.
Which one?
Gone.
Gone, and then she was gone. Correct. That's a verb. Who's got another one? What do you have?
Then is a adjective.
It's not an adjective. Because it doesn't really tell me more about she, does it? It does tell me more about something. For example, if I asked you, when was she gone? She was gone then. So what kind of word would then be? Not a helping verb. But you're on the right track. It's got to have the word verb in it. It tells me more about my verb It's adding information about my verb.
I was gonna say
Adverb. Then is going to be an adverb because it's telling me about the verb gone. Gone when? Then. Adverbs are going to answer how, when, and where about a verb. Calvin, got another one?
Was is a linking verb?
Was, it's not actually a linking verb, it's the other one that's a weird kind of a verb.
Action verb.
Not an action verb.
Helping verb?
Helping verb, so put HB for that.
That's what I did.
Was is a helping verb, so was gone is kind of your two words that go together as your whole verb there. Okay, was is just kind of helping this verb make sense. Okay, so if I said, then she gone, it needs the helping verb was to have it make sense. Okay, it needs to come. You got one?
Is it describing
Okay, what's it describing?
the boy?
Okay, it's who is the one, right?
Yeah.
If it describes a noun, do you remember what it's called?
A helping noun?
No. Call somebody to help you out. An adjective. Picky is an adjective. And now we just have the word, well, no, we have the word she twice, and then not. Which one?
She's pronoun.
Okay, she is a pronoun, and it's a pronoun both times. Now we just have the word not and the word aren't. This one's kind of tricky, but because are is a type of verb, and not is telling us more about how you are, it's going to be what? It's explaining this verb more. It's going to be an adverb. In fact, the word not, I believe, is always going to be an adverb if you ever see it in a sentence. Okay? All right. How would you grade yourself with a pretty thumbs up on that? Okay, because honestly, did I even give you any other than this one I gave you, and I kind of gave you a little bit of a nudge for a couple others, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really tell you too many of them. You guys had them all down. Okay, yesterday when we did this and we were outside, I liked how you were going around, because that's the whole idea, is figure out what you think is right and then try to help everybody get it right. Because even though people may not be able to do it by themselves, if they kind of see what people are doing, it helps them learn it. Okay? When he gets back. All right. Today is actually the revision day where you're going to change 3 or 4 words. Let's go through first and figure out what could be some good words to actually change. All right? I think, well, you could probably change that to a different interjection if you wanted to. Okay? So that's going to be a good one to be able to change. Aren't is going to be kind of hard to change because it might change the whole sentence. You can't really change that one. There's not much to change about that. Picky you could change. You could probably find a word that means about the same thing as picky. You could change one to some other noun, couldn't you, to describe the boy? She said you're a picky one. Well, aren't you a picky, I don't know.
Boy.
Okay. She can't really change because the monster's a she monster. Sniff, though, how she said it, you can change that if you can think of a word. Can't really change that. If this part right here, then she was gone, you could probably think of that as one big phrase, especially was gone, think of that as just one word. And then and you could probably think of a word that would just replace was gone. Okay? You could probably do then. In fact, don't change the she. Just maybe change then or was gone. So you've got a few choices of what you can change. I'd like you to make 4 changes in this sentence. Now remember how it works. Rewrite the sentence, put your changes in, and underline your changes. Okay? No, make 4. You can do 3, but then add 1 more. How's that? Okay. Yes?
Is was gone count as like one?
Count that as one word. Because it's a helping verb with a verb, and those are kind of acting as one word. So you can probably think of a word that would mean the same as was gone. Don't tell me any words right now. Just ask questions. Yes?
Can we look into it?
No, you can do this by yourself. You'll totally be able to do it. I know you can. All right, I'm going to give you some time to work right now. I'm going to have Declan work while I turn on the video. And then we have one more thing to do in a little bit. So this is part 2, Declan. We'll have a part 3 coming up.